Please give it up for the one and only Meghann Kennedy.
Wow, thanks so much. Thanks, guys. Recently I was going to shop for tampons, and not just for fun. You know, there's like quite a large array for us ladies, and I just needed to choose the one that was right for me. And I saw on this box it said, "New tampons now with quieter packaging." Perfect. Somebody is listening to the needs of women, finally. I'm sick of every month going into the bathroom and Susan just talking shit to everybody. She's eating chips in the bathroom again. I know she is. She's eating chips again. Quieter packaging. I do love chips, so it's not like out of the realm of possibility. I do like to eat chips, and that's why I go to the gym, you guys. I try and counteract and get real ripped. I was there the other day. This was a while ago. I was getting real ripped, and this guy comes up to me as I'm doing some, things like this. And he says, "Hey, how far along are you?" I shouldn't have been surprised. Nobody ever compliments my tits. I call them tots because they belong in kindergarten, finger painting. Like, I knew it wasn't that, but I was like, "Sir, I'm not pregnant." Go back to my things, and he goes, "Yeah, but have you ever been pregnant?" So now he's asking for my medical history. Yeah, it was a dick move, but we've been dating for the last 6 months, and it's been magical. It's been a real treat. I don't have any children, but I do like them a lot. I love their honesty. They're so wonderful, right? And they're blunt. They're so blunt. Like, I picked up my niece from her soccer game. She's 4. She gets in the car, and she thinks she's really funny, and she goes, "Aunt Megs, you have a fat face." And then she goes, "Fat face, fat face, fat face. You have a fat, fat, fat face." And at that point, the only thing that I could do was just put my cigarette out in her Capri Sun. I know that's the only reason you'd be in that goddamn soccer game anyway. I can ruin your happiness, too. Don't have any kids, but are you ever at work and you hear a kid crying? You're like, "What is that kid doing here? What is that kid doing here?" And then you realize that you're holding a plate of dirty dishes and you're listening to this guy drone on about drywall, and you're like, "Wait a minute, I need to listen to this because I need that $2 tip." And then you look down at your shirt and there's just this ketchup stain just on the right tot, right tot, going down, just the right tot's bleeding, but you're like, "Oh, I love drywall, please go on." And then your manager's in the back being like, "Maybe if you wore a little bit more makeup, you'd get more tips, Meghann, huh? Did you ever think about that?" And then you realize that you're in a nightmare and that your job is actually a diner girl and this is actually reality. And then you start thinking to yourself, "Wow, what would I do if I could do anything else?" And you start thinking, maybe I would be the opposite of everything that I'm doing right now. Maybe I could be an extra on the Forensic Files series. You guys know this, where they like reenact murders from across the 50 states? And then you start thinking, like, instead of listening to these kids like drone on and on and on, maybe I could just like take a pillow and put it over their face until they're dead. But as acting, or like, instead of listening to this guy drone on and on about drywall, you're just like crushing up pills and you're putting it in the coffee. You know that eventually he's gonna die, but it's acting, and it's just acting. It's just acting. And it's like, I really do like to be tied up. I could do that for acting. And then you go to your sister's house and you talk to her about your life goals, and you're like, I think I figured it out. I think what I am meant to do on this world is to be an extra on Forensic Files. And she's like, well, my dream would be to be a clue writer on Jeopardy. I want to spend my life in museums. And then you start thinking again, like, am I really the fuck up of this entire family? Like, why am I fantasizing about being tied up in the back of a truck for acting? And she wants to spend her life just like bettering herself and the world. Does that ever happen to you guys? Because same. That's my time. Thank you very much.
Meghann